On my way home from work, my mom butt dialed me. She was babysitting my autistic son. What I heard made me pull over. "Okay, Samson, let's try again," she said. I pressed the phone harder against my ear and listened to my mom. When the judge asks, "What do you say?" my stomach dropped. My 7-year-old's voice came through. "Daddy hits me when I do my flappy hands." The car drifted. I jerked the wheel back. "Good boy. And why does Daddy hit you?" My mom continued. I couldn't feel my fingers. "Because he hates that I'm different." No, 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 no. Perfect. Now if they ask about the closet, what do you say? I was shaking. Pulled into a gas station. Why was she doing this? Why was my own mom coaching my child? "Daddy locks me in the closet for hours when I'm too loud," Samson said. "Doesn't let me out until I learn to be normal." I heard my mom clap. "You're doing so good, sweetheart." Grandma's so proud. Her voice was warm, encouraging, like she was teaching him to ride a bike. I ended the call before she could realize. I sat there staring at the screen. My whole reality had just gotten flipped. My son is autistic. He stims when he's happy, flaps his hands. I've never once asked him to stop. I've literally flapped with him, but my mother always thought I was too soft, that I needed to discipline it out of him. I sat in that parking lot for an hour, hands trembling, mind racing. The old me would have driven home and confronted her, screamed, made accusations I couldn't prove. The new me called my lawyer, talked for an hour. Then on my way home, I stopped at Target, bought a giant Squishmallow, blue dinosaur, Samson's favorite. In the parking lot, I opened a seam and sewed a recording device inside. When I came home, my mother was in the kitchen. "There he is," she hugged me. "Samson was an angel today." My skin crawled. "Thanks for watching him, Mom." Samson ran in. I knelt down and handed him the Squishmallow. "Dinosaur!" He squeezed it to his chest, started flapping. My mother watched him flap. Her jaw tightened. "You spoil him, Daniel. He's my son. That's my job." Over the next 3 weeks, the Squishmallow went everywhere Samson did, including Grandma's house. Day 3, I got my first recording. "Samson, we need to practice the crying again. Real tears. Think about something sad." Day 7 was worse. "The judge needs to believe you're scared of Daddy." Day 12, I almost broke. "Remember, when they ask about the bruises, you say Daddy grabbed you too hard." Bruises? What bruises? I'd never left a mark on my son in his life. "Show them your arm like we practiced." I had to stop the recording, walk around the block. Were they abusing him? That night while bathing Simone, I inspected him, but found nothing. No bruising. What were they planning? Day 16, I got the recording that changed everything. "Hey, Janet." I stopped breathing. "Janet, my ex-wife. He still has no idea," my mother continued. "The lawyer said we just need Samson's testimony and custody is yours." Janet's voice. Cold. Casual. "Good. I don't want him raising my son like this. Letting him act like a freak in public." I sat in my car and cried. Janet, the woman who threw plates at my head, who scratched my face so deep I was now blind in one eye, who my mother defended no matter what. "She's passionate, Daniel. You probably provoked her." When I finally left Janet, my mother didn't speak to me for months. Said I was abandoning the best thing that ever happened to me. Now they were working together to take my son. The custody hearing finally arrived. The courtroom was full. My mother sat behind Janet's lawyer, dabbing her eyes. Janet was in the second row. "We'd like to call Samson to the stand." My son walked in, clutching his Squishmallow. He wouldn't look at me. The bailiff helped him up, adjusted the microphone. "Samson, can you tell us about your daddy?" Silence. He stared at the microphone. "Daddy hits me," gasps behind me. "Where does he hit you?" "Everywhere." His rehearsed tears started. "When I do my hands, when I make noises." He sniffled. "He says I'm broken." My mother dabbed her eyes. Janet nodded solemnly. "Daddy locks me in the closet." His voice cracked. "For hours until I act normal." The judge's face hardened. I felt the room turning against me. No further questions. My lawyer stood slowly, let the silence hang. "Your Honor, we have evidence that changes this testimony." "Objection. The Squishmallow contained the recording device legally placed by my client in his own home. It captures 3 weeks of coaching." My mother's face went white. Janet's smug expression cracked. The judge accepted the evidence, took the Squishmallow and reviewed the recordings in his chambers. Came back 12 minutes later, face like stone. The first recording played. My mother's voice filled the room. "When the judge asks, what do you say?" Janet shifted in her seat. The second recording. "The judge needs to believe you're scared of Daddy." All the recordings. Then Janet's voice. "Letting him act like a freak in public." Janet stood up. "This is entrapment." The judge slammed his gavel. "Sit down." He turned to my mother. "You coached a minor. I'm referring this to the district attorney." My mother broke down sobbing. Janet was already heading for the door. The judge looked at Samson. "Son, does your daddy really hurt you?" Samson hugged his Squishmallow. "No." He looked at me. "I'm so sorry, Daddy. Grandma told me she would hit me again if I didn't do this." My jaw dropped. That's where the bruises they talked about came from.